baby.
I'm here again just to be Fefe's handy girl, Fefe's handy woman. You're going to see even less of me today.
She did very well last time though.
Thank you very much. So today, Femi is going to
Africa! So last time I made an Italian dish, lasagna, in the form of cupcakes. So now I'm going to make an African dish called Efo Riro.
Okay, so I'm going to repronounce that for you. It's actually Efo Riro. Say that again.
Efo Riro.
Yay, that's better. So the reason Fefe's doing Efo Riro this time is because Fefe's grandparents are from Africa, and specifically from Nigeria. Why are you doing Efo Riro today?
So in honor of my grandparents, who are from Nigeria, as my mom told you, and because it's a very cultural dish from Africa, and I heard it tastes very, very good. I've never actually made it before, but I've seen pictures of it, all kinds of things, and it looks good. I think I've had it once in London before, though, when I went with my grandparents.
Yes, Nana makes it all the time.
Yeah, she made it a while ago. I just don't remember it very much, so I'm going to remake it and retaste it.
Okay, so what are you actually going to make with it?
So I'm going to make Efo Riro and plantains. So I'm going to make roasted plantain and fried plantain, for variety.
So why are you actually making roasted plantain and fried? What's the difference?
So the difference is roasted plantain doesn't use as much oil, and in a way it's healthier. But fried plantain uses oil, but it's much crunchier. Fried plantain takes less time, I believe. It takes much less time over the stove.
Actually, fried plantain isn't crunchy, except it's really thin. Except you cut it really, really thinly. It's just oilier. Especially if you use very old plantain, it's much oilier. And so I don't fry plantains for Fefe and Mot. I tend to roast it because it's much, much healthier. The reason he's doing fried plantain as well is because Mommy sneaks a bit of fried plantain every now and then, but we're still, but they taste equally as good. It's just that Fefe's decided to do that to do a comparison.
Yes.
And so, shall we do it?
Yeah, and I've got my handy cookbook.
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to take you through the list of ingredients once, just so you can hear it, and two, I'm going to show you exactly what each thing is and how we prepare it. So, first of all, you need 8 cups of chopped spinach. You need 12 ounces of cooked meat. You can use 2 cups of mushrooms. I decided not to. Half a cup of palm oil, 2 plum tomatoes, 1 red bell pepper, 1 habanero pepper, 1 onion, a 1/4 cup of water or stock, 2 teaspoons of bouillon pepper, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, bouillon powder and cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground crayfish. You can use 1 teaspoon of pepper flakes. We decided not to.
Because someone doesn't like it too hot.
Me, I don't really like it too hot. I mean, I'm not even going to use the whole habanero pepper. I like things, nice and small.
And moderate.
Moderate, somewhere in the middle. Okay, and we need 1 teaspoon of salt to taste, however much you want. And then last, 2 large plantains for the plantain with the Efo Riro. So I'm going to take you through. Here's the spinach. It was frozen, but my mom, we microwaved it for 5 minutes about, and then my mom washed it, so now it's all ready to go. We have our 12 ounces of beef. My mom prepared that for us. The mushrooms we didn't do, as I told you. Half a cup of palm oil. You're going to need that later on. Here it is in the bowl. 2 plum tomatoes. 2. Thank you, Mommy. You're going to need 1 red bell pepper. My mom's already cut it up. Ready to use. 1 habanero pepper. We haven't cut that yet. This thing is small, but it's so hot. 1 onion. So half of it is in the blender, which we're going to need, and half of it my mom has cut up. We're going to need that later in the pot. 1/4 cup of water stock. We didn't put that there. 2 teaspoons of bouillon powder. The powder is over there. We didn't take the teaspoon yet, but, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. 1 teaspoon of black pepper, which we have over there. 2 teaspoons of ground crayfish. There we go. We didn't do the pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon of salt or to taste. And lastly, 2 large plantains. We're going to roast them and fry them. First of all, you want to, in your blender, blend the 2 tomatoes, a red bell pepper, which my mom has already cut up. It just makes it faster and easier to blend. A habanero pepper. I'm only going to put half because, moderate people. And half of the onion. You want to blend in there. So we're going to blend that really quickly for you.
Wash hands.
We're definitely going to wash your hands. I almost forgot that. No, I never forget, people. Never. No. I'm going to wash my hands quickly. And there we go. I'm going to take my hand wipe. So now that I've washed my hands, I'm actually ready to put in the ingredients. So in the blender, my mom has already put the onions. We're going to mix the tomatoes. We're going to put in the red bell pepper, which my mom has already cut up. We're going to put in half of the onion, which is already in there. And now we're going to cut up the peppers. My mom is helping me to cut up the peppers. And now lastly, we're going to put in the the spicy habanero pepper, which we're going to cut in half because I am definitely not eating the whole habanero pepper. My mom has helped me cut the plum tomatoes, and we're putting those in the blender, the handy blender.
How much of the habanero pepper do you want?
I'm, like I said, moderate, people, so I'm going to put half.
A 1/4?
I wanted to put a 1/4, but I think it might be better to put a half, to show my guts. No, just joking. So he put half the habanero pepper in there, and we are ready to blend.
We're going to put a little bit of water.
Tiny bit of water so everything mixes together nicely, so it's not this slushy mix that's not even that cold. She put in a bit of water, and we're going to blend that like that. Gotta cover your ears when you're blending, people. It can be loud. So, we're back after the mix has been blended. Can I show it to you guys? La! Anyways, we're not going to use that right this second. We're going to turn on the cooker for our pot. It's a medium heat, which is about 5 on our cooker. We're going to heat the palm oil in a medium thing. So, I'm just going to pour in all that palm oil. Should get all of it. And then after the palm oil, you're going to heat that a little bit and then add in the onions, which you want to chop the onions before you put them in there. My mom has already helped me to chop these onions. That may be burning my eyes a little bit. So after this heats, we're going to add the onions and stir it for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to add in the blended tomato and pepper mix. We're going to add in the onions now.
Gently.
Easy now, so we don't want splashes. Okay, now I'm going to take my spoon. This one would work?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to take this spoon. So I've mixed this almost for about 2 minutes. After those 2 minutes are up, I'm going to pour in the blended tomato and pepper mix and then stir that for 1 minute. So let's do that. Now it's been about 2 minutes. So I'm going to add in the tomato and pepper mix gently because, this is palm oil. You do not want it to splash. So just easy does it. Easy. Easy. There you go. I'm going to put that on the side. And then just going to stir this for about 1 minute time. Guys, I am so pumped for this. My belly is already screaming out to me.
How does it smell?
I want to eat this right now without even cooking it. I'm that serious. It smells so good. I just want to. So next we're going to add in the bouillon powder and the crayfish and the black pepper and the cayenne and pepper and salt. 2 teaspoons it is. So that's about a teaspoon. I'm going to add that in. 1 and 2. Now that that's done, I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to add the crayfish. Where's the crayfish? Here's the crayfish. I'm just going to add in all of it because this has been measured before. Add that in. And then right now we're going to add in the black pepper, which is going to be hard. So I'm just going to do it over here just in case there are any spillages. There we go. In the mix. So I'm just going to stir that in. And then we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes time. I'm going to say something about the spinach before I put the spinach in. So if you're using fresh spinach, add stock or water and bring to a boil. But we didn't do that, but it's been frozen and not washed, so we don't need to do that. So people, we have waited for 5 minutes and now that's cooked. So now I'm going to wash my hands and then add in the beef that my mom has previously cooked for me. So I'm going to wash my hands because, you know, you definitely don't want any germs. So wash my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands, whatever my hands.
You do know that your schoolmates might see this,
Wash my
right?
hands. Yeah, that's fine. Wash my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands. Now I'm going to add in about half of this beef. I'm going to use my hand that's been washed.
Gently.
Gently, easy does it now. Easy does it. And about this, right? There we go. Now that I've done that, I'm going to stir it and then cook it for about another 5 minutes with the meat inside of it, so the meat can really get the flavor inside. Welcome back, everybody. We've let that cook with the beef for about 5 minutes. I stirred it a couple of times, and while we were doing that, we actually cut up the plantain, both the one that needs to be roasted and the one that needs to be fried. We're going to fry it with coconut oil because unlike vegetable oil, it's healthier. So we've got the fried ones and the ones we're going to put in the oven. The oven is preheated to 400 degrees. So after that, for now, we're going to add in the spinach. As I told you before, my mom measured it, and it's about 8 cups of spinach. We're going to add into the pot. So I'm just going to lift the lid, put it here for now, and then just wash my hands, people, and gently just like put in the balls of spinach instead of rice balls, spinach balls. Put in all that juicy spinach. Make sure not to waste any. Okay, now that we've put in the spinach, I'm just gonna stir it and kind of like try to break it up a little bit. I'm breaking it up and I'm stirring it. You can really see the Efo Riro form starting to form. Wow, this is looking really good. Oh yeah. So there we go. I've about stirred it. So I'm gonna put the spoon back here, and I'm gonna leave that for another 5 minutes. I just started my timer. And while that, we're gonna add the plantain into the 400-degree heated oven, Fahrenheit, not Celsius. I'm gonna put that in and just close it. And then I'm gonna get my coconut oil and start the fry, guys. We'll see you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. Everything's been nicely cooked and done. We decided to make rice with it, so it's really good. So we made our rice. We made our fried plantain made with coconut oil because it's healthier, and our marvelous Efo Riro. Doesn't it look just mouth-watering? Ooh, yeah. Vegetable makes vegetables. So here's the plantain. I'm going to take a plantain because I am the royal taster, as you guys know. Here it is. I'm going to take one of these and just like dip it in like this. Mmm. 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 Mmm.
How spicy is it?
Pretty spicy. spicy, but not too spicy. I mean, it did help that I only put half the habanero pepper, because I bet if I put the whole thing, I'd be gasping for water right now. But not too spicy, a tiny bit spicy, got a little kick, but just the right amount. So here it is, nice and done. I'm ready to eat. I'm going to put all the ingredients in the comment section below for you guys, just in case you didn't catch any of them. And please like, subscribe, and make sure that you can put in the comments any new recipes you want me to try, anything from around the world. So guys, thank you. My mommy's gonna say a little something before we close out.
Hi everyone, it's lovely being the handy girl and holding the camera at the same time. So I just wanted to make a disclaimer here. Now, this is something that my mom has made for years and years. I did use partially my mom's recipe and partially another person's recipe online. So just because I believe in giving honor to whom honor is due, I'm going to give out a shout out to my mom, and I'm also going to put the website that I got the recipe from. Fefe has always been very interested in cooking from around the world, so last time he went to Italy, this time he went to Nigeria, so where's it gonna go next?
So guys, here's where it's gonna go. Just kidding, gotta watch the next episode to find out. Stay tuned. Remember to subscribe, like, comment down below. From Fefe's Kitchen, it's bye!